Well, hey there. It's only been a couple of days since the release of Peak Vault, and already with some insights, there have been a couple of great additions to it and fixes to incorporate more and more features on Peak D. Now, I already have Peak Vault here on my system. You can see I'm going to log in and kind of give you a little view of how it works. Here's all the accounts that I have in this because I manage many different projects. I can add an account quite easily. I can change things on the account, what operations are whitelisted, meaning I no longer have to click on them when I do it. Well, I mean, we can go to the whitelisted and then change to see, okay, on my main account, I have some things that I will never have to click on again on peakd.com and then on beta.peakd.com, and you can kind of just change which ones here. I don't have to click when I sign in, and I don't have to click when I vote if I'm using Peak-Monsters. So some pretty fun things, and going back to the home screen, quite easy to see balances and all that stuff. And there is, of course, different settings that you can do for safety or for just you want to change the password for logging in. Um, I mean, it's relatively simple, and we also have this contacts area where if I want to, for example, if I go home and I go to Hive and I say, hey, I want to send one Hive, and then I go over here to contacts and I'm like, I want to send it to myself, and then it just saves that little bit of extra time and I can hit send and it's sent. So contacts is pretty fun. There was a indication to when you're in contacts, like how do you delete? So that was a request, little small things, and a couple of things that really enable some other areas, um, like some small fixes to make it more usable on Peak D, for example. So we're very grateful for your feedback, and if you have any feedback, even on this new system, let us know. But I think that some of you would like a refresher, another video on how to install. So first off, it's time for me to uninstall. This is something you probably don't have to do. If you're on Chrome, if you're on Firefox, you can just update. On Chrome, it's a much longer process to get the new version, and so we're iterating so fast that let's show you how to manually do stuff here. So I'm going to go to Manage Extensions. So as a recap, I went here, and then I went to Manage Extensions, and I'm just going to remove this. So I remove the vault with all of its keys, and because I want to show you how to put keys in there. That's part of it. So how do you get to, well, you could go to vault.peakd.com, but when you log in, this is what you'll be presented with, this screen. There's this www, so if you forget what I'm talking about, just hit that www, and it will take you to here, and then you can click on Developer Docs, go to Releases, and you click 2.9, and there you go, and you hit Save. Alright, if you're on Chrome, then one of the things you learn is that it pops this up, and you can open that up, and you can hit the Extract button. So you hit Extract, and voila, it's extracted. Because that's all you do here, and you go back to your extensions. Okay, let's say that's not open anymore. How do you get to your extensions? Well, the foolproof way is, well, you click either here, if that's not showing up, you can click here and go to extensions. If developer mode is on, which it needs to be, then you would click on load and packed. So, as a recap, you download this, you extract it, then you go here, developer mode, and you unpack it. and you go find that 2.9 and you select the folder. Now it's installed. Congratulations. Peak Vault 2.9 is installed on your system. What I like to do is to pin it so it's always showing up on this little bar here with some of my other important extensions. Okay? So your first time it will be, putting in at least one file or one key into your vault, and one account with one key into your vault is like the minimum, and then having a password that locks and unlocks the vault on your specific computer, on your specific, it's going to be different for like Firefox versus Chrome, for example. Okay, so are we ready for that? Just a second. I am just grabbing a password that I can put in there. Sorry, let's do this. All right, I've got some keys to put in there. So which one should we put in first? Well, I want to start with, let's start with this one. Okie dokie, I've got one ready for us. So what is the Hive username that I'm going to add in? It's an account that I manage called Photo Games. All right, so we're going to add keys to that account because it's a vault that stores keys. Now, you could use this thing called the Hive password, or you can manually add keys. Like I said, I grabbed a key. It's the posting key. You could add in all the, the active and the memo. And there we go. Now, what is the wallet password? I've got one in mind. Technically, oh, sorry, I was talking while doing it, so I gotta do it again. Hopefully I did it right. I'm not going to show them because that's not great to show your passwords. But even if you had it, and then you can click on this to support. Oh, I don't have an active key there. Okay, so the point is that even if I showed you the password, it would have to be on my computer to be able to use it, because it just is on this computer on this browser. All right, so we have an account here, and I already showed you kind of how it works, right? So let's add another account, shall we? Let's show you how it would look like if I added one. I have this testing account here, JarVD, like for Peak, like PeakD, but or Jarvie Developer. If I added one with the Hive password, so I happen to have that one. Of course, I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to click that I button. And the account has been added. And let's go take a look. I can hit Manage Keys safely. You will not be able to see them. You see how we have active, memo, and posting. So if you have that master password, then you're able to add all of them. Now, for example, Photo Games only has the posting because that's what we added. Now I can click this to see it. I don't see any reason to see it. You could just hit the copy button if you needed to use it somewhere else, or if you needed to change it, you could click this button. All right, so I mean, that's child's play, right? We need to do like the big passwords. So my Jarvie account. Let's go find the key for that one. Hold on just a moment. We are going to add Jarvie. Next. Manually, we're going to add the posting. And it is account imported. So there we go. And whenever you see these three dots, it means it's going through a lot of information and showing there's a lot of stuff in there. A lot of Hive, a lot of Hive keychain or Hive engine tokens, and I can't like transfer anything of these tokens on this account without the active key. But what could I do? I could do stuff on the Jarvie account. Now these were already kind of associated here. You know, if I wanted to log in, what I would probably do is maybe switch to another account real fast and give you an example of what it would look like, right? I'm logged in with Peak Vault versus Keychain. Let's delete the Keychain ones. Oh, Jarvie guess is Keychain. Let's get rid of that one. And let's delete Jarvie, and let's add an account. This is how you would do it. You type in Jarvie, and then you click on Peak Vault. Just a second. Of course. If you find any of these little issues, just let us know. We're going to add account. Jarvie. There we go. When in doubt, refresh, send us a message, let us know. Anytime I sign in, I'm logged in, that sort of thing. I don't want to be asked about that again. Don't ask me again. There we go. Oh, sorry. So now, if I were to go to Jarvie, and look at the whitelisted operations, the sign in, I won't be asked again when I sign in. Now let's go ahead and vote on something. So let's go to my feed, and we'll see some of the people I know, like my sister. So we are going to vote, and I say don't ask me again for vote transactions. Alright, so now when I do another vote, like this is a friend of mine, it just votes and it doesn't ask me. So there you are, you have a complete run through. What did we talk about? We talked about how there is a new version of Peak Vault with some updates to make life a little bit easier. Not huge updates, 2.8 works just fine for most everything. And then we uninstalled Peak Vault because I wanted to show you what it looked like to install it on Chrome right now without having to wait for it to get to the Chrome store. Firefox, you should be fine, it's in the store. And just you can obviously check to see what version you are using. If you were to go here and hit the About, I'm using 2.9. You can also check to see the open source, the documentation. You can support the proposal. Okay, so we showed you how to log in. We showed you, we showed you how to set it up on Chrome and then how to log in. And you can easily switch accounts, of course. Let's go over here to Peak Monsters and find something that we haven't voted on. This is a good one. And oh, I do not have Peak Monsters in the wallet, as you can see here. So let's do that real fast. Add account, Peak-Monsters. Next. And manually add keys. We're just showing you again and again how fast and easy it is to do it. And now, there we go. How do we understand the UI? Well, we're hoping that this is so easy to read. The account name, the key type, posting or active. If it's active, it will be much brighter and it will be, it's a big important decision when it's active. And so for a vote, it's really nice because you can just see, oh, this is the author of the post that you're voting on. This is the permalink. This is kind of like what what thing you're voting on, and the weight of your vote. You could see the source here if you want it, but most of you won't care. And then you can click here to confirm. All right, and now I won't have to click that button again if I were to find some sort of thing that I haven't already voted on. Let's just go here, and just to show you I did not have to click that again. Okay, does it make sense to you? If there are any questions, you will let me know, I hope. I just wanted to do another better, faster run through of everything. And there we go. Stop recording.